Well, hello and welcome everybody once again. It is the Seahawk basketball show featuring Takeo Siddell. Plenty of good stuff to talk about this week. UNCW back-to-back wins. We'll have highlights of the home game against Mount Olive, the road overtime thriller at High Point. Also coming up, our Parkway player profile. It's one of the freshmen, Kamari McGriff, John Smith. We'll sit down with him. We'll also have our play of the week. You might know what that is. And also the player of the week as well, who also received honors from the conference. All that plus a look ahead to the big rivalry here, UNCW and Campbell 107th meeting. We'll talk about that coming up later as well. Stay with us. It's another edition of the Seahawk basketball show featuring Takeo Siddell. Well, UNCW back in action last week, back home against Mount Olive, and Coach trying to get back right after a tough setback on the road at Jacksonville University. So let's talk about getting ready for Mount Olive, and I'm sure the focus was on you. What was the prep like leading up to that game with the Trojans?
Yeah, I think it was more mental than anything. I wanted to make sure I spent some time with them and help them understand that, you know, the season is full of adversity and highs and lows. And so I spent a lot of time with meetings and one-on-one team meetings just to try to get their mind right. And then we went out on the court. We tried to improve on, getting better with our offense, getting our confidence back on that end of the floor. And I think we did a really good job, and it translated over to the game.
Yeah, as a coach, you wear a lot of hats, part psychologist, part coach as well, but the coaching part certainly effective. 85 points, you win 85-55 over Mount Olive. And just to see the offense click and the ball go through the hoop had to be a big confidence boost for these kids.
Yeah, it was good to see the ball go in. It was good to see everybody pretty much play well. I thought we did a really good job sharing the basketball, making simple plays. The shots we had were open, in rhythm. Those are shots that we have to continue to try to get within our offense, because I think we can make a high percentage of those.
And a high percentage of fast break points as well. Layups, certainly the leak outs there, fast break points were a big factor in this win.
Yeah, we always want to get out and run, and I think what helps us is our defense, our intensity on that end of the court, getting some pick sixes, getting some deflections, being able to get out and run and transition is who we want to be. And
doing a lot of that was Trezarian White, the freshman for UNCW. You'll see a lot of him in our highlights. So let's take a look now at our Reed's Jewelers highlights. This is from last week in Trash Coliseum, UNCW and Mount Olive.
Bill breaks the tie and puts Mount Olive ahead. Back the other way quickly. White will tie it right back up. Trojans here so far, quickly trying to answer, and Okaru does. So twice the Seahawks have had quick down. Sims drives it in, up in the air, gives off to Okaru. Left alone on the wing, and he knocks it in from long range. Passing the court to Harvey with three, now two. The three on the way is good. He had to get rid of it. And Jamari Harvey with a three in the right corner to White. White on the drive, dumps it down low to Baker. Baker will bank it in, out around, and right there was White to clean it up. Left wing, lobbing it to Baker. Left block, into the paint as he spins against the defense. Farrell able to score off the glass. It in, up in the air, gives off to Okaru. Left alone on the wing, and he knocks it in from long range. Nowhere to go, right corner Harvey. Harvey, another three is good, so the Seahawks get a look. Sky King Phillips drives in. He'll go all the way to the basket, able to score. NCW finds White on the wing, and White, the high arcing shot is good. White on the drive, dumps it down low to Baker, and Baker will bank it in from the right side. On the drive, White will handle it home with two hands. They spread the offense. White down low to Baker, high, low. And a nice for Baker to get that in, but Thomas gets it back, and he'll dunk it instead. The Seahawk right corner, three for White is all net. Stolen by Phillips, back to the inbound of Kennedy. His shot is blocked by Forns. The lob down low, Kelly the touch pass to Kadeem Sam in the corner, knocks it in. Forns drives it in, Forns rises and banks it in. Johnson by Phillips, avoids, some defenders. Horns will drive back in the corner. White shot fake. Will penetrate in. Off balance shot is good for Trazer.
So again, UNCW, big offensive game as they win this by 30. 85-55, the final score. Coach, season high type of game as you shoot nearly 51%. You shoot 47% from three as well, 9 of 19 from there. And season high tying 44 rebounds as well. So again, this team on the glass currently second in the conference in rebounding average and doing a good job right now.
Yeah, we put a strong emphasis on it because most of the time we play four guards. And so we have to do a good job of gang rebounding. We've been doing a really good job over the last couple games. We have to continue to do that if we want to win games consistently.
Yeah, doing a great job right now. As I mentioned, the fast break points as well were big. 28 fast break points for UNCW in this game. Trazer White leads the way in the scoring column with a season best 21 points, 16 points as well for James Baker Jr. So two new members of this team big in this game. 85-55, the final score. The Seahawks get the win. So that win at home, the Seahawks would go on the road after that, close out their road schedule in the month of December at High Point, an afternoon tilt, and we'll talk about that coming up next. Stay with us. It's the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddell.
This year, let Ford help make your holidays even brighter. Get holiday ready with Ford. Now get a 2021 F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months plus 500 retail bonus cash. Get holiday ready only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do the Dew.
The Bud Light logo makes people think our seltzer is a beer, so we recruited retired NFL player Nick Mangold to block it out.
Twice this year?
My mom was
so jealous. Oh, it's a hard seltzer.
Just here to do my job.
And he said, I think Melanie
is the one.
Oh, going in.
Why are you here?
Great speech.
Bud Light Seltzer. No beer, just great taste.
There is something indescribably special about this place. The way it looks, the way it feels, the way we care for one another and our community. The University of North Carolina, Wilmington is like no other. Your journey starts here. We invite you to discover what makes UNCW like no other.
Welcome back, everybody, as we're talking Seahawk basketball here today. And the Seahawks, after the win against Mount Olive, go on the road. As I mentioned, the last road trip in the month of December. Coach, the road, you've been on it quite a bit, November, December. So to close it out, and to close it out with a win as well, was big.
Yeah, it was huge. You know, we talked about it before we made the schedule. You know, we wanted to make it tough. And in order to win a championship, you got to be able to win on the road. And I thought, from a team standpoint, I thought it was a great win for our team, and you know, our seniors did a really good job leading, and it was a good game for us.
You're up 14 midway through the second half. They come back, so you're going through a little adversity again, but lessons learned earlier seem to come into play here.
Yeah, we battled through it. We never blinked at all. You know, when they started making their run, we stayed positive, we stayed connected. Then we made our own run when it was time, and we closed the game off.
Overtime period, Shaquem Phillips takes over. He had the first 8 points for UNCW, but then he fouls out. But still, to see him operate like that was a big plus as well, because he's a guy that struggled a little bit, but you need him to be the scorer that he was.
Yeah, he's coming into his own in his new role of a scoring guard and somebody that we can count on to put the ball in the hole. We gave him space and we let him make plays, and he delivered.
And you guys had the final shot at the end, and it was Jalen Sims, the hero for you guys as well. So he's a guy as well. The game before that didn't score all that much, only 2 points, but to be the hero that's going to set well with him and with you guys to have him be that guy.
Yeah, it showed me a lot of mental toughness because I took him out for a long stretch. He just wasn't playing well on the defensive end. He was making too many mistakes late, and we decided to go back with him when Shaquem fouled out, and he delivered. He showed a lot of mental toughness.
Well, again, exciting game for UNCW on the road at a High Point in the brand new Cabane Center on the High Point campus. Let's take a look now at our Reed's Jewelers highlights.
After playing at Nicholls State, no. Quick follow in on the other end. The run out for Okaro. They try to really spread the scoring around on the hop step. Wow. Possession alive. He'll step back. And Phillips. Won by White. Mount Olive on Wednesday night. Here's Harvey against Mount Olive on Wednesday night. Here's Harvey. Jamari Harvey, best three-point shooter.
He comes in controlling the ball, big shot. Oof. He comes in controlling the ball, big shot.
Oof. Pretty on the other end of the hole, and if not scored, draw the foul. Off the second miss, Okoro! Off the second miss, Okoro! With right job to save it by Thomas. Forns gets it ahead. Okoro, why not? Had his teammates. High Point just 45%. It's been the Phillips show here in overtime. He's got 15 in the game. Sims working on House, the runner.
Well, again, exciting game and a big road win for UNCW at High Point. Overtime victory, 71-69. The final score, as you see it there, is this game was tied 7 times, 10 lead changes, but some key factors, some key stats. Again, fast break points, Coach, 25 points for you, and then the 43 rebounds. Those two numbers were really big once again for UNCW to get this road victory.
Absolutely, Mike. I think a lot of those rebounds came late when we needed them the most. We held them to one shot. We were able to get in there. Our guards were able to get in there and get some big rebounds for us and helped us close the game out.
As I mentioned, Shaquem Phillips, a big game, 8 points in overtime. He finished with 17 overall to lead UNCW. Jalen Sims had 14 points, also 7 rebounds for him, and then 13 points for Mike Okaro. Mike seems to be that steadying influence when you need a big bucket in a big moment. He's the guy maybe that comes up with that.
Yeah, Mike is fearless, and like I always tell you, his energy and effort is what helps him play well, and he plays extremely hard, and we need that out of him.
So again, the Seahawks get the road victory, even the record at 5-5 on the season, 10 games in. We'll take another break. When we get back, our player profile is Kamari McGriff. John Smith will have that for us next. Stay with us. Back after this.
Even though we can't have everyone gathered, we found new ways to make each occasion special. We're keeping your gifting experience both safe and personal through Reeds.com, answering all your questions and guiding you to the perfect present, just like we have for over 70 years. Family always finds a way to celebrate life's moments together, no matter what. You won't just shop with confidence at Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com. You'll feel like family.
Want a killer spread without the hassle? Walk-On's Family and Friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree, and feed your crew. Order online or in the app. Want a killer spread without the hassle? Walk-On's Family and Friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree, and feed your crew. Order online or in the app.
It doesn't matter which side of which bridge you spend most of your time on, many of these Hyundais have most likely turned your head, probably more than once. Experience the Parkway difference at Wilmington's exclusive Hyundai dealer with complimentary maintenance and a lifetime warranty on every new Hyundai, every day. Get the market's most competitive offers on top-selling Hyundais. Elevate your commute while turning heads in an all-new Hyundai from Parkway Hyundai.
Made from scratch biscuits and hand-breaded chicken, that's a breakfast no-brainer. But adding hot honey to the mix, you'll never hit snooze again. The new Hot Honey hand-breaded chicken biscuit at Hardee's. Get it before it's gone. Feed your happy. Honey just got its own stinger. Sweet heat drizzled over hand-breaded chicken, crispy bacon, and melty Swiss. This honey has some bite. The new Hot Honey hand-breaded chicken sandwich at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Again, we welcome you back, everybody. Time now for our Parkway player profile, and for that today, another freshman on this team, another new member, obviously, as well. It's Kamari McGriff. Coach, this is a guy that maybe his future better than he is right now because he's still pretty young in his basketball career, but certainly you see the upside for this kid, and it's huge.
Yeah, it is. You know, the thing about him is he understands where he is in his career and his process, and he knows that it's going to take him a little while. And you know, he's working every day to try to improve. He's gained about 15 to 20 pounds since he's been here, getting extra work in with his position coach. Great attitude, great student, great person. We love having him in our program.
Yeah, slowing a little bit right now, I think, with a wrist injury, but again, you see the size of him and you see maybe the factor that he can become, again, once he matures and once he builds that body up.
Yeah, you know, he hadn't been playing basketball for very long. You know, big-time swimmer, you know, big-time runner with, you know, he was on the track team in high school. You know, so he's got some tools. He just has to get some more playing experience under his belt on the basketball court. But I'm looking forward to him having a hell of a career here.
And as you said, you know, a young guy, he knows where his career is right now. That's tough sometimes because freshmen, everybody, they want to play right now. But for him to have that knowledge is a big plus too.
Yeah, no, it is. And you know, I give a lot of credit to his parents. When we recruited him, they told us, you know, it's going to take some time, but he's going to work really hard. He's going to have a great attitude, and he's been nothing short of that.
Well, again, he is our Parkway player profile. John Smith introduces us to Kamari McGriff.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Joined here with freshman Kamari McGriff. Now, Kamari, talk about kind of the recruitment process. You're from the Panhandle of Florida, Tallahassee, Florida. What brought you to UNCW?
What brought me to UNCW, to sum it up, basically the coaching staff. They showed so much love, and they just felt like I was welcome here. UNCW is actually my first offer I got the offer after we won the state championship my junior year, and I was only 16. And then the whole COVID thing happened. I didn't play basketball for I think 8 months because I didn't play AAU either. And then I just got a call from one of the coaches every week for those 8 months, like on the dot. Sometimes multiple calls a week. So I could definitely felt like I was a priority to them, so I made them my priority.
When it comes to that recruitment process, how difficult is it? How hard is it when you're trying to go out there and play basketball and you know you're trying to get people's attention? When you have a school that is, you know, wants you, how difficult and is it enjoyable?
Yes, it's definitely enjoyable. But our coach in high school made it very clear, like, the offers are either going to come or they aren't, but your opportunities won't stop there if you work hard. So just focus on winning. Focus on doing the right thing inside and outside the classroom, and then everything else will work out.
How have things changed now that you're here on campus? You're the priority during recruitment process. Is it still that same relationship with the coaching staff? And how have practices changed for you now that you've gone from your days in high school to college?
Well, first I want to address the second question. The practices are definitely more intense, more competitive now. You know, everybody wants to be good and get better. And we all want to win, so we all just making each other better by playing hard and going at each other.
Coach Siddell, what is he like? You know, what is he like in that recruitment process, in that process now with practice?
Coach Siddell, he gave it to me straight in the recruitment process, which was really nice because it was refreshing. You know, a lot of coaches wanted to lie to try to get you there, but he kept it real, and he's the same way here.
When it comes to the freedoms that you guys have as players, how important is that defensive end? Because coach will give you whatever shot you want offensively, you got to play defensively.
Yeah, definitely. We still, for defense, we just have to make sure we're in the right spots. And if we do make mistakes, as long as we get there quick and communicate, then it's all good. We just have to play hard and play smart.
As a true freshman, one of the younger players on this roster, what is it like having a bunch of guys that have been all over the place? You have a lot of new faces, some familiar faces that for UNCW fans, but how has this group come together?
This group has come together nicely. You know, we share a common goal, and we spent so much time with each other, whether it's team bonding or just hanging out or practice, because we've had a lot of workouts too. So we all came together. I think I am actually the youngest on the team, and everybody treats me personally like a younger brother, and that's cool. But
that relationship, you know, has it seemed like this team has come together quickly?
Yes, definitely. Ever since really the summer, you know, we've all, like, of course we bump heads sometimes, but everybody gets closer through everything we go to.
Everybody kind of has their personalities. You have the clowns, the guys that are the vocal leader. How would you describe yourself?
Man, I'm definitely one of the clowns. I like to have fun.
That's our interview with Kamari McGriff. We'll be right back.
This year, let Ford help make your holidays even brighter. Get holiday ready with Ford. Now get a 2021 F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 retail bonus cash. Get holiday ready only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dyes?
Have you tried these yet?
I'm sorry, ladies. It's my roommate, Emmerich.
Emmerich. Is that Irish?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dye. The loudest flavors ever.
There is something indescribably special about this place. The way it looks, the way it feels, the way we care for one another and our community. The University of North Carolina, Wilmington is like no other. Your journey starts here. We invite you to discover what makes UNCW like no other.
Back here in time now for this week's Pepsi Play of the Week. We go back to the High Point game, and certainly one play stood out among the rest. Here is our Pepsi Play of the Week.
Sims working on House, the runner.
Again, our Pepsi Play of the Week, and Coach, we talked about this in the radio show. You know, you had a timeout, you decide not to use it there. You wanted to see what Sims could do in a tie ball game, and certainly he produced with a game winner.
Yeah, I didn't want to call a timeout. It was a broken floor. They were trying to get their defense set. The time was right on the clock. We practice those situations all the time. We want to go at about 5 or 6 seconds to get the last shot up. You know, I didn't want to take a jump shot. He was really aggressive. He made a quick move, got to the paint, and, you know, he made his layup.
And certainly, as you said, he struggled a little bit in that game. You took him in and out of the game, but to finish like that, mentally for him, that had to be huge.
Oh, it was huge. It was huge because in the moment, he wanted to get back in the game. And I told him to just be patient, and that I still believed in him, and we would get him back in. And his time came, and he, you know, he came through for us.
So again, our Pepsi Play of the Week provided by Jalen Sims. Despite that big play, he's not the Player of the Week. The Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week is Trazarian White. Again, a really good week for him, Coach. When you look at the numbers, he averaged 13 points, averaged 7 rebounds as well, shot 61%, made all 3 of his threes, and he dished out 2 assists per game as well. Just a huge week for the freshman Trazarian White.
Yeah, he does a little bit of everything for us. And I think one thing that people don't realize is how good of a scorer he is. Because you see him flying in for offensive rebounds and getting steals and diving on the floor. But he's really talented on the offensive end. Aside of that, he is improving his practice habits, and it's translating over to the game, and he's been able to produce at a high level for us.
Yeah, high energy guy is Trazarian White. So this week's Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week, also the Rookie of the Week in the CAA, also recognized there for his efforts. So congratulations to him. The first award for UNCW basketball this season. We'll be back and close things out as we look ahead to the matchup with the Fighting Camels. Campbell University in town at Trask Coliseum. We'll talk about that straight ahead.
Okay. She's the one, and you know it. At Reeds.com, we're making it easy to find the perfect ring from home. With helpful advice from our online jewelry experts, safe and discreet shipping, and beautiful ring packaging, you'll be confident the moment will be as perfect for her as she is for you. As a trusted jeweler for over 70 years, Reed's Jewelers will be here to make both of you feel like family. Long after she says yes.
Want a killer spread without the hassle? Walk-On's Family and Friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree, and feed your crew. Order online or in the app. Want a killer spread without the hassle? Walk-On's Family and Friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree, and feed your crew. Order online or in the app.
It doesn't matter which side of which bridge you spend most of your time on, many of these Hyundais have most likely turned your head, probably more than once. Experience the Parkway difference at Wilmington's exclusive Hyundai dealer with complimentary maintenance and a lifetime warranty on every new Hyundai, every day. Get the market's most competitive offers on top-selling Hyundais. Elevate your commute while turning heads in an all-new Hyundai from Parkway Hyundai.
Made from scratch biscuits and hand-breaded chicken, that's a breakfast no-brainer. But adding hot honey to the mix, you'll never hit snooze again. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken biscuit at Hardee's. Get it before it's gone. Feed your happy. Honey just got its own stinger. Sweet heat drizzled over hand-breaded chicken, crispy bacon, and melty Swiss. This honey has some bite. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken sandwich at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Well, UNCW one final game before the holiday break for the Seahawks, and it's a final non-conference game as well. UNCW, Campbell University, 107th meeting between these two schools, Coach. So this is a long-running, long-standing rivalry. It's been back and forth here recently. And as you get ready for this team, you know that they have the Princeton-style offense. You know they have a veteran team. So your concerns, what do you key on defensively?
Defensively for us is being in a play-ready stance all the time. You know, this will be the best team with, passing and cutting. Their speed on offense is something like we haven't seen yet. And so we're going to have to be really, really good at communicating our switches out, staying in the stance, not getting beat on back cuts, being active with our hands and not getting overextended. So those are some of the things we have to do defensively. Offensively for us, they're going to try to pack it in and go under our ball screens. So we have to do a good job of getting sides of the floor and getting good shots. So that's key for us. Yeah, like Jacksonville University, they hold their opponents under, 70 points a game, under 60 points a game. But you said the other day they're different in their style. How do they differ, Jacksonville and Campbell? Jacksonville is way more physical than they are. They try to do a good job of keeping you in front. They go under ball screens, like I said. They pack the paint. They pack the driving lanes. So we're gonna have to move them. We're gonna have to try to beat them off the bounce a little bit and create for our teammates and put some pressure on them like that. So again, it's UNCW, Campbell University, noon in Trask Coliseum. We hope that you can come out. If you cannot, you can join us for the broadcast starting at 11:45 a.m. on Flow Sports and on The Breeze as well, Coach. So again, the final game, final non-conference game, but a chance for you guys as well to get above 500 before conference play. I'm sure that would be huge from that standpoint to keep things going and keep the momentum going. Yeah, we want to continue to get better, and this is another opportunity for us to get better. I'm looking forward to it. This will be a tough challenge for us, but I think we're growing as a team. And, I hope to finish out strong and get ready for conference play. All right, Coach. Best of luck. Thank you, Mike. And again, we'll have those highlights on next week's show if you do not make it out to that game, or even if you do. That'll do it for this week's show. For Coach Siddell, I'm Mike Vaccaro. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week for another edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddell.